When you hear the word pope, what comes to mind? A holy man? A guide for the faithful? A symbol of peace? Now, imagine this: a pope who bought his way into power, a pope who poisoned his enemies, a pope who turned the church into the most powerful criminal empire in Europe. This isn't fiction. This is the true story of Rodrigo Borgia, known to history as Pope Alexander VI. In 1492, while Columbus sailed west in search of new worlds, Borgia pursued a different kind of conquest: the throne of St. Peter. He didn't wait for divine favor. He paid for it: bribes, promises, silver. He handed out lands, titles, and gold like playing cards. One cardinal received 4 mules loaded with silver and a powerful office just for his vote. The papal election became an auction, and Borgia, the highest bidder. Once crowned pope, Alexander VI moved fast. He turned the Vatican into a fortress of loyalty and fear. Opposition wasn't tolerated. Silence could be bought or enforced. His weapon of choice? Poison. A white powder called Cantarella, slipped into wine, mixed into food, undetectable, fatal. Cardinal Giovanni Michele spoke out. He died days later in agony. The message was clear: cross the Pope, and you die. But Alexander didn't act alone. His son, Cesare Borgia, was his sword. Brilliant, ruthless, and cold, Cesare didn't rely on armies. He used assassins, spies, and fear. He invited noblemen to dinner and had them strangled by morning. Cities surrendered before a single sword was drawn. And then there was Lucrezia Borgia, Alexander's daughter, married off again and again to seal political alliances. She was both pawn and player. Rumors swirled. Incest, a child of unknown paternity, and a daughter kept too close behind Vatican walls. Whether those rumors were true or not, they served a purpose: fear and silence. Alexander's true genius wasn't just in bloodshed, it was in systemic corruption. He sold bishoprics, he sold cardinalships, he even sold salvation. Forgiveness became a luxury. Confession became leverage. Holy offices were auctioned like merchandise. The church became a business. A bishop's seat cost 10,000 ducats. A cardinal's hat, even more. Those who paid recovered their investment through tithes, indulgences, and control. Across Europe, his agents spread, disguised as merchants, clerics, and diplomats. They sold favors, collected gold, silenced critics, and reported everything back to Rome. No king, no emperor could act without the Pope knowing. He corrupted not only men, but rituals. The Mass became political theater. The chalice? A potential death sentence. The Pope's blessing? A warning in disguise. Inside the Vatican, fear ruled. Even his allies were prisoners of their own complicity. They had taken his bribes, they had joined his crimes, and now they were trapped. Cesare ruled with steel and shadow, Lucrezia disarmed with charm and scandal, and Alexander, he held the keys to heaven and the poison that opened the gates to hell. When he died, many say poisoned by his own hand, the damage was irreversible. The church's moral foundation had collapsed, its reputation was shattered, and its soul was up for sale. Within years, Martin Luther would rise. The Protestant Reformation would tear across Europe, and the world would never be the same. But before the break, before the Reformation, there was Alexander VI, the Pope who ruled like a king, killed like a tyrant, and turned the Vatican into a kingdom of crime. He didn't just wear the robes of the church, he wore the crown